it's not always about your job role. It's about you as an individual.
Young people do that because they want to see how far their social is willing to go.
We have to help these young people prepare for real life.
You know what? There's more to us than just kicking a football and just rapping.
Yeah.
As a black man, I can be educated. What you say, people? It's another episode of The Social Worker and the Mentor. All right, listen, guys, yeah, let me just say one thing. Rob's in a bit of a mood today. He's the EA, bruv. Bruv, how you feeling? You alright?
I'm good, you know, bruv. Yeah, I'm there, man.
Nah, you're not, bro. You're not,
I'm there, bruv.
You sure?
I'm good.
All right,
Yeah,
cool.
all it is, bruv. Anyway, we're getting to it.
We're getting to it. But whoa, wait. Bruv, did you hear that?
Nah, I did. No.
Guys, did you hear that? Come on. You like, subscribe, and share. Like, you already know where me and Robert are at. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube. We're going to be on Apple soon. We're also going to be on the Patreon. Very soon as well. Yeah, very soon. We're going to be doing our Patreon.
Actually, no, So, guys, the Patreon, right, yeah? So, for all university students, colleges, professionals, even local authorities and everything, yeah? This Patreon is going to be very specific based. As everyone knows, Nana's a social worker. I represent youth offending education. So there's going to be a lot of multi-agency, and the videos will be short video clips from 7 to 10 minutes each, and they're going to be mind-blowing, but also very educational for students, right? So
as CPD.
Yeah, CPD as well. So there is going to be a membership fee. Everything can't be free, you know. This is high-level professionalism.
Of course.
And, you know, you're gaining some real gems and knowledge, right? Yeah, and unfortunately, if we could do it for free and if we were funded, yeah, but this would be like a membership. So you say I had to pay for like Netflix and Sky TV.
Yeah, all your subscriptions and thing, innit?
Yeah, so this would be a subscription thing, but it would be worth it. So to all university students, instead of paying, I don't know, for a can of Coke or a sandwich that you don't really need to buy, right?
You sign up to the Patreon.
Sign up to the Patreon thing, innit, man?
Come on, man.
Get the information, the gems and that. So
but you know what to do, innit? You know, follow me, myself, and Robert on a lot of platforms, and you know we're here. Do you know what I mean? But guys, listen, you know what? Yeah, Rob is vexed today, innit? So you're vexed. So, bruv, listen, talk to the people, innit? Talk to people, bruv. Why are you pissed off? What's the matter?
Nah, do you know what? All right, so in our line of work, so first of all, this, I suppose the title would be multi-agency communication, right? Yeah, or something of that sort anyway, right?
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, yeah, we work with young people, right? Yeah. And when you work with young people, especially vulnerable young people, and young people and families, professionally, you know, so example, in that multi-agency meeting now, you know, depending on the scenario. So let's say the scenario is the young person is in a semi-independent. So he's in care, okay, right, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's in care. Now, unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, there might be a probation officer, a social worker, you've got the semi-independent team.
Key worker.
And a key worker, right,
Independent reviewing officer, IRO,
right, yeah. So there's many professionals involved, okay, right, yeah? Now, when you work with that young person on a weekly and daily basis, often it's very much like the mentor and the key worker, whatever, whatnot. You've then have to answer or provide reports, you know,
updates,
and updates to the local authority, whatever, whatnot. Because you have to remember, right, yeah, and once again, if the local authority is paying a semi-independent, you know, good funding to look after the young person, you know, they expect that service to be provided at the highest level, which is understandable. But I think today what I really want to talk about is communication. Communication is so important in what we do, right? Yeah. In what we do, you have to communicate.
You got to talk. You have to talk.
You can't ignore an email. You can't ignore a telephone call, because I think sometimes what people don't really understand, and this is just a generic conversation, by the way. So I'm not mentioning names or people, whatever. This is just a generic conversation, because generically, this can happen every day in different local authorities
and organizations. It's probably happening now.
It's probably happening right now. Do you know what I mean? But I think what really frustrates me is that the young person loses out. And that's the common goal. Are we helping the young person? Are we meeting the young person's needs? But also as well, professionally, it's like, wow, just communicate.
Yeah, do you know what, Rob? Yeah, bruv, do you know what it is, yeah? And you're right, because communication is a key part of our line of work, and professionals at every single point in the case, everybody needs to know what is going on. Do you know what's so mad? I mean, because even like this week, I was having a discussion with social workers in my team, and I was just kind of saying to them that what you guys need to start doing is that you got to start getting there first with the communication. Like, so you need to kind of either, if you're going to be updating anybody, tell people, all right, just to let you know, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Because what's happening, Rob, and Rob, you can agree with me or not on this one, is that things and cases drift.
Yeah.
Because people are not actually telling each other what's going on.
Communication.
Do you know what I mean? Communication. And like, we got to be very, very conscious that sometimes those things are missed. And like, bro, even me sometimes, like, you know, sometimes as a manager, bro, I can't tell you, I probably get hundreds of emails a day, bro. A day. Yeah. And bro, I'll be real with you, I can't always respond to everything. The social worker's copied in, but I can't always respond to everything. But sometimes, like, they might go and say, oh, hi, Nana, we haven't heard from the social worker. Can I have an update, please? Do you know what I mean? And maybe I'm chasing the social worker for an update, because, bruv, remember, I'm managing so many cases. And, bruv, unless, like, obviously, I've got to know what's going on in the case. But sometimes it's like, all right, I have to look in the case and be like, oh, you know what? I've had a look at the case file. This is where the case is at. This is what's going on. But you're right, Rob, because things get lost in translation.
No, do you know what, brother? No, seriously, on the real, right, and this is where... I don't want to come across like I'm moaning, right, and you've actually said a very, very critical point, right, Now, in this line of work, you know, whether you're a social worker, I don't know, YOS, education,
health.
In local authority, each professional gets 1,000 emails a day.
A day, bro.
A day, right, right. And the thing is, if your timetable is not on point, you are going to be behind and you are going to suffer. And guess what? You're absolutely right, bro. Because this isn't on purpose.
No.
Right, And I'm not saying it is on purpose, by the way. Right?
No.
Because it's not on purpose. But you're right. Sometimes you can have an overwhelming 2 or 3 days where you're just bombarded with bare emails. And sometimes some cases are taking up more time than other cases, right,
Facts.
You know where I'm coming from, right,
Yeah.
So, and I understand that, right, But at the same time as well, you know, it's the communication. Right, And look, I'm not trying to say some cases take more high priority than others, right?
Every case is important.
Every case is important, right? But then after a while, right? Sometimes on reflection, right? It comes down to you, and sometimes you feel like what are you doing? What haven't you done? Right? And then what tends to happen is everyone's starting to blame each other now. Right,
or delegate.
Yeah.
I find it sometimes, People try and delegate jobs. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not your role to do that. But bruv, it's like, you see like how me and you're filming today, Bruv, I guarantee you see when I go back to work, bruv, so like yesterday, my emails are down to 0, innit? Not down to 0, but I've gone through everything. Bruv, you see when I go back to work next week? Bruv, I guarantee you I'm gonna have 200 something emails. You know what I'm saying? So I've got to get through all of that. Then I got, and maybe that day where I haven't responded, then I'm gonna be like, oh, apologies, I was on leave. This is what's happening.
But once again, it's the, all right, what we do is very mentally and emotionally draining, right, It is very tiring, right, Right, mentally tiring. It's very draining. There's going to be a lot of meetings where you're just going around. You spoke about it last time. But we spoke about it last time. Oh, we spoke about it last time. So you might talk about the safeguarding of the young person. You might have spoken about a child protection issue, right? You might have spoken about, oh, does he have any key worker sessions? Is he been provided with mentoring? What did they do? So 4 months ago, you spoke about that already.
But it hasn't been dealt with.
6 weeks ago, you spoke about the same thing you spoke about 4 months ago. Right, 8 weeks ago, we've already spoken about that. And then last week, you're talking about what you spoke about 6 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, 24 weeks ago.
Because bruv, do you know what it is? The communication is getting lost in translation and we're working backwards.
Right.
That's the issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now after...
But bruv, I'll be real, bruv, like, bro, like, we're all guilty of it. Like, bruv, even, bruv, sometimes, even me, bruv, I'm guilty of it. Because sometimes it's like, all right, I've got to go back to go forward. Yeah, but sorry, man, I interrupted you. Sorry, man.
So it's like, it's just, look, as I said before, look, I know for a fact that no professional does these things on purpose, because, like, we're in this job for the passion. Right? Let's keep it real, right? We work obviously for money because we have to live and survive and pay bills, whatnot. But the reason why we're in it is because we have a passion to help young people and families. This is why we do it. We have a specific expertise to help these young people that there's a passion for it.
Yeah.
We want to help, help this young person with some structure and some guidance, and boundaries, and just guiding them, so their future is great. You know what I mean, and everything, right? Yeah. Or if it is not so great right now, okay, we need to deal with the barriers and challenges to help this young person, right? Yeah. So I know it's not on purpose, right? Yeah. But I think sometimes individually we have to just check ourselves, like pinch ourselves, right? Yeah. Communication.
Yeah, no, we
because
have
if
to.
you don't communicate, right? Yeah, the child suffers, and then what tends to happen? People start to point the finger at you.
It's true. Like, bro, I'll give you an example, yeah. I remember whereby recently we meant to have a strategy meeting. And what it is, when you have a strategy meeting, one of the key agencies is health.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying. So I remember like there's a strategy meeting that happened like maybe like a month or 2 months ago. And then like we invited like a health colleague. But what it is, one of like the lack nurses who wasn't there in it.
Yeah.
And they were kind of saying that, but no one told us that this meeting was happening because we had vital information. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But lucky enough, I was able to say to them, "Oh, we're having this meeting at this time. Can you join?"
Yeah.
But it's things like that, and it's like, but no one's talking to us.
Oh my God!
No one's talking to us to say to us, "Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Like we've got the key information."
Yeah.
Sometimes when you don't talk to the right age or tell them what's going on, bruv, what you just said earlier. You're talking about something that happened 6 weeks ago, but the person you should have asked 6 weeks ago weren't even there, don't even know what's happening on at the case, but then actually 6 weeks ago, they could have told you what was happening.
But bruv, you just said it. Sometimes they don't even turn up in the meeting.
Don't even turn up in the meeting, bruv, yeah.
But they never turn up. And you're thinking, hang on a minute. You're actually the main key player.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But you're not even here.
In the meeting.
Where are you?
Yeah.
What, are you on lunch? What are you?
But sometimes, but then I've had that sometimes whereby like you email and it's like apologies due to staffing, or this person was off, and sometimes, bro, maybe the person who's covering come, but they're covering is like, well, I don't really know much about the case, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to contribute.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? But bro, I agree with you because one thing, and this is very, very important. One thing, bro, about serious case review. What's the key thing they're always saying? Serious case review. That the agencies are not talking to each other, bruv. And bruv, serious case review, when things happen when children are come to harm or children are killed, they always say the same thing. And bruv, they say the agencies are not speaking to each other. But do you know what it is, bruv? I think it's not that the agencies are not speaking to each other. The information sharing and communication is poor.
Yeah.
That leads to, bruv.
Say that again. Say that again.
Yeah.
Say that again.
So
Say that
one
again.
of the
Say that
things.
again.
So one of the things, people, is that it's not that the agencies are not communicating. Is that the information sharing is poor.
Right. Right. Stop there. That is the most potent and serious gem today so far.
Yeah.
Because that's it.
Yeah.
No, that is it.
That's it.
This is where the communication breakdown is.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Because you're not responding to emails.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You're not you're not communicating with with the other professionals or the professional network, shall I say, in the group. Right. Yeah. And then it's like after a while, because and I know, like a conversation and an email can be two different things. Sometimes there's a way where you
when you talk to somebody on the phone, it's different to how you when you email.
Yeah. So sometimes I might write like an email. You'd be like, right,
like what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
But I might not mean anything.
It's true.
Do you understand anything?
Nah, it's true.
But when you talk to a person, they'll say, oh, actually, no, it didn't mean that way, whatever,
Yeah.
But you're right, brother. It's just the
information sharing.
It's information
That's
sharing.
That's what it is, bro.
Yeah.
And it's so important. And the thing is, and I think it's good having this. Do you know what, Rob? I think it's good having this conversation because even like with me recently, it's like whereby I had changes in social workers in my team. I said to professionals, "Oh, just to let you know, there's a new social worker coming in, or I let the IRO know, oh, the new social worker starting on this date and this date. Can you give them time, bruv? It's important because people, but more so professionals, feel left out when you're not telling them anything. And in order for the professional network to be core, everybody needs to know what's going on. That's why you have your meetings.
I'll give you a prime example. Okay, right? Yeah, this is a generic example, by the way, people. Yeah, make sure I mention that.
Yeah.
So, you might have a younger person who's part of the youth offending service. Okay, all right, and he might have a probation officer. It could be adult probation. It could be youth offending probation. Okay, all right. Now, if a young person lives in care, okay, all right.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, probation won't really have a lot of communication with the semi-independency to a degree, right? Yeah. Normally, the probation, their link would be the local authority PA, or
Yeah.
yes, they will have communication with the
Youth offender service.
youth offender service or the semi-independent, right? Yeah, but they don't really know of where the person lives or have any contact with, the foster home or the semi-independent. It just depends.
But that'll be the social worker, the PA, innit?
That would be,
Yeah.
exactly right. Now, sometimes as a sector or as a department, right? Yeah, we're trying to get information. We're trying to get information. So, example, a social worker might not give the probation officer all that information. This is just an example now, right? Yeah. Is it on purpose? No, it's not on purpose. It's just that
We've had, but you know what, Rob? Just to jump on the back of that, sometimes we've had that. Sometimes we've had some agencies are saying, well, there's certain information that they actually can't.
Yeah.
And sometimes it might not be a data protection issue.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be to do with the sensitivity of the case.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to kind of like escalate it to say that, but we need this information.
Yeah.
But I've had that though. I've had that.
So, prime example, right? Yeah. So, let's say there's a young person. He's got mental health needs, right? Yeah. He's got mental health needs. He's old enough and wise enough and mature enough to attend his weekly probation meeting. Yeah. All right. Okay. Now, the young person or the young gentleman or young woman, they know that, right, listen, my probation officer knows I must attend. I know I must attend. But guess what? I'm getting tired of going to probation every week. But hear what now? If you don't go to your probation meeting, you're getting breached.
Yeah.
Right, yeah? Now, the court of law is saying if you don't go to probation,
You breach.
you're getting breached, which means there's a high chance if you continue to breach once
get
or twice,
recalled.
you're getting recalled back to the court system, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
and it
and
might
remanded.
not. It could be remanded, right? Yeah, right. Now, there are some young people who have challenges. They have mental health needs, or it could be a learning need or a disability, whatever, whatnot. And then after a while, probation have to like reassess. Okay, do you know, maybe this young person is struggling, so we might have to like go back to the court and give them the advice or say these are our concerns. And it might involve some form of community service now.
Yeah.
Now, the young person, once again, due to his maybe a possible disability, his learning need,
Yeah.
or his mental health, actually might not be able to conduct or perform them required hours. So let's say that he's been offered 30 hours, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He might be able to only do half.
Right. Exactly. Right. Yeah. Due to his needs, right?
Yeah.
Whatever, whatnot. Now, if that young person has stopped coming, right? Yeah. And then maybe the social worker's not interacting with the probation, right? Yeah. And there's no one from the home contacting with probation, they're going to call a meeting, bro. Because
Yeah.
they're thinking, right, what's going on?
Yeah. What's going on?
Who's looking after him or her?
Yeah. Or what is happening?
What is happening?
Yeah.
Right, yeah? So this is what happens as well, brother. It all actually happens.
Yeah.
Right, yeah? Because you have to remember, sometimes maybe as a probation mental officer, whatever, whatnot, if I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute, how come this person's not coming to see me? Like, where is he?
Yeah.
So now I'm curious now, bruv.
Yeah. And you know what might happen? Ineffectively, what might happen is that young person may end up breaching, but actually no one's communicated to go and say, but you know what, actually what's happening is that this is his probation or his conditions. However, the young person's got a level of need.
Yeah.
So do we need to look at maybe adjusting how it works?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
because what might happen is the young person may feel the full kind of like consequence. But actually, if professionals talk and go and say, look, we know that this is what his conditions are,
Yeah.
but actually there's a level of need there.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we need to kind of restore the matter back to the court to go and say that, look, we as professionals have spoken and we've spoken, and actually we recognize and understand why the conditions are in place.
Yeah.
But there's a level of need there. But as you said, Rob, if you're not talking,
Yeah.
and if you don't know, and if the social worker don't know, or probation don't know, or the semi-independent provision don't know, that's it.
I know. And that's it, man.
Yeah.
And once again, as I said before, this is all to do with communication, right?
Yeah.
And I get it, as you said before. And I do think it is important that, balance and being fair is because, as I said before, no one gets up early to go to work, and you're working with a young person and you've got high level cases or individuals and does things on purpose.
No, you don't.
To
You don't.
harm the young
You
person.
don't. You don't.
So no, I know that's not the case. But all I'm saying, as professionals, we must do better You know, because communication is everything.
We have to do
very important,
and it says it. I mean, you learn at university. It says it, Rob, in the working together to safeguard children. And I'm going back to what I said earlier. It says it, Rob, also when in serious case review. Every single time there's serious case review, is poor information sharing. They always say that because key agencies are being missed, or key information is not being shared, or people are not talking to each other. And like I said, people, look. Me and Rob, we've all been there. I'm not going to sit here and go and say, you know what, there hasn't been a time where I've been slow in my communication because I'm managing cases. This. And even as a manager, like I said, there's times where my communication can be quite slow. Bro, my manager's seeking an update on certain things. I'm slow with him because I'm responding to this and this and this. It happens, but, you know, and it's about recognizing that. But we need to kind of try and put mechanisms in place in terms of being able to respond, making sure you utilize your professional meetings. You know, if we're all struggling to email and communicate, Rob, with each other, call your monthly meetings. Say, you know what, guys, let's have a monthly meeting. Then you record it on Teams. You got your Microsoft Teams to record it. Then you go back to Microsoft Teams and you revisit what was discussed. So, bro, like when I have my strategy meetings or professional meetings, I record it. Because then what I do is that if I need to make my case notes, I just go back to it. And I say to social workers, do your minutes. But I go back to them and be like, okay, right, this is what they said 6 weeks ago. So when it comes to the next meeting, the next update, I already know what's happened.
Do you know as well, though, was quite interesting as well. And once again as well, so multi-agency is it's very complex. It's very, it's not as straightforward as people think, right,
It's not.
Because you have to remember as well, right, this is another thing as well. You're individually dealing with individual and professional who have a different way of working.
That's right.
And processing it. No, seriously, brother.
No, it's true.
No, this is
you said that again, bro.
But this is real talk, right?
Say that again.
You're dealing with individuals and work colleagues who have different ways of working, right? We don't always have the same ethos or work the same.
That's right.
No, this is real talk now.
No, but it's true.
Some of us don't have the patience, the tolerance. Some of us don't have the people skills. Now, this is real talk now, you know, right? Some can be quite shrewd, quite cold. Some may not have any balance or understanding or empathy, which is all the tools that you need to have working with these young people, bro. Do you know what I mean? Right, And that's another thing as well, you know, you have to remember that, right, and this is what we have to contain and deal with as professionals as well, you know,
we do.
And sometimes as well, right, believe it or not, sometimes in this situation, it actually takes a department. Do you know what? I'm gonna take lead in this now because I don't like where this is going. And sometimes they call it professionals meeting. So, example, let's say like, I don't know, the social worker of the young person is allowing probation to take the lead. Like, you know, like, I want to call this meeting today for the young person. Now, the social worker's thinking, do you know what? I'm actually not content or happy with the direction of this case or what's happening with this young person. So, you know what? I'm going to call another professionals meeting and I'm going to voice my concerns. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
I'm going to chair it.
You're going to chair it. Because sometimes... sometimes it takes another department to chair it, you know, from another angle. And guys, I think this is where we went wrong. Because I think as well, which is quite important as well, when you communicate, remember, you're communicating as a team, bro.
Yeah.
Brother, as a team. Remember, as
bro,
a team.
Say that again, bro.
Right? You're communicating as a team. Remember, when it's a multi-agency meeting regarding a young person, you're a team unit.
You're all colleagues.
You're all colleagues, right? Right? And if someone ain't picking up the phone or email them back, right, you're communicating now. Listen, you're making my job hard. You're stressing me out now. You're stressing me out for no reason. No, we'll talk.
No, it's true.
You're stressing me out for no reason.
It's true, Rob. It's true. And sometimes,
stressing me out for.
And sometimes, Rob, as you said, Rob, we have to get back to that kind of, and you've been saying it from the very beginning since the podcast, bro, that we have to get out of, right, it's like, it's social care and yours. Like, we're all different. We're all different professional agencies, but we are multi-agency. Multi means multiple. Don't mean one. Like, I'm not more important than you, Rob. You're not more important than health. Health's not more important than education. So everybody needs to speak. You know one thing about communication that I do? To say everybody right now, but you know, everyone will do it anyway. Email chains. Have your email chain. I know that it can be exhausting, but bruv, have your email chains. No. Keep paper trail.
No, that's part of the problem as well.
What?
Because certain people, they don't
respond.
They're not replying in the email chain.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't know about you. I'm like, hang on a minute. John's replied. Eric's replied. Joanne's replied.
But Tina, Stephanie, you haven't.
Claire's replied. No, why they're not saying anything? No, because you begin to clock. You're thinking, no, what's going on? Are they just like...
But Rob, do you know what it is though?
Are they window shopping?
No, but Rob, do you know what it is? No, I don't think it's that. Bro, sometimes, bro, and let's be honest, some professionals, they may not have the update to provide. But sometimes it's better that you say, you know what, to be honest with you, I haven't got an update, but I'm going to go back and have a look. But I think sometimes, bro, in that email chain, people don't want to be like professionally embarrassed. So hence why people kind of like sit in the background and they see what's going on and be like, okay, right, so Robert's giving an update, Nana's giving an update. Okay, right, so we know what's going on.
You're window shopping, bro.
Yeah.
It's like there's window shopping.
No,
What are you window shopping for?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. But sometimes, bro, people got to say, just say, you know what, listen, I don't have an update at this point. But in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will do and update you. So be like strategic with your timescales or how you communicate, or even just say, "Oh, do you know what? Hello, just to let you know, I haven't got an update, but I'll update you in due course."
And that's it, you know. And that's what you got to do.
Yeah. But bro, people don't be professionally embarrassed, innit? But do you know what? Sometimes it's like even it's a pride thing. It's like sometimes, look, as a professional, look, you're not always gonna know the answers.
I think it's also ego, because this is another thing as well. You know, I said earlier before that, remember, when you're working with individuals, remember, everyone has a different way of working. Remember,
and everyone wants to be like, you know, I know my team.
Right, yeah. And sometimes, it's right.
Yeah.
Because I was just about to say, for me sometimes as well, right, yeah, I sense, because I'm very big on energy, bro. I'm massive. I'm what you call an energyologist, right, yeah? If that's even a word, you know, bro, right, yeah?
People hearing that, yeah? But guys,
bro, I tell you, energyologist,
energyologist, you know?
Yeah? I'm very big on that, right, yeah?
Energyologist.
And the thing is, sometimes I sense ego. Like, no, we'll talk. Sometimes you're in a multi-agency meeting. You know when you're on the teams, everyone's faces there. I'm like, this woman, you know, or this guy. Like, you know, what you been arrogant for? Like, no, sometimes you sense it.
Like, I think you're like, you know,
we're a team.
Like, you think you're bigger better than me.
But
we're all is important, bruv. That's it. But listen, guys, you know what, yeah? I enjoyed this episode. I know, I thought we had to do it because Rob needed to get it off his chest, but it's important, though.
It's communication.
It's communication, yeah. And,
bro,
you know what this thing is, bro? You see at university, in social work, you know, it's like, definitely in your first year, you have a module called communication.
Yeah.
They teach you about it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this would be on the Patreon. Well, not this, but...
Yeah.
It will
be on the Patreon, innit? So, guys, listen, just make sure that you communicate with your colleagues. Make sure you respond in a timely manner. And like I said, if you haven't got the update, just say, look, at the moment, I haven't got an update. However, I will seek to update you within a week or 2 weeks once I have all the information. Because I know, like, no one wants to be professionally embarrassed, but sometimes if you don't know, you don't know.
And another thing as well, look, so this also goes to foster carers, semi-independent.
It's everybody.
Schools, social workers, inclusion team, all professionals, right, yeah? You know, we're all going to be in that meeting, and it's very important that you're confident to voice your opinion. Don't be shy, you know, right?
Yeah,
and that's another thing as well, yeah? I feel some people hold back.
But Rob, you know what though? But I think that'll be another episode. But I think, Rob, you know what? I think a lot of people sometimes in those meetings may not have the confidence to be able to present. Do you know what I mean?
But brother, listen. Right. Okay, so listen, right. So just remember, you're there for the young person.
Yeah.
Right? Every person in that meeting is an advocate for the young person, right? One thing...
Wait. Dropping gems today. Rewind that back, go on.
When we're in these multi-agency meeting, yeah, every person is an advocate for that young person. Every person in that meeting, okay, right, yeah? Right? I remember one of the managers telling me something. Robert, your caseload, treat these young people like it's your... treat these young people like it's your own child. Right? Be passionate, right? Yeah. Is someone harming them? Is there a safeguarding concern? Is there child protection? Go tooth and nail, go out of your way to make sure that young person is safe. So when we're in these meetings now, like, take it personally, because I do, brother. Brother, listen, I don't listen.
No, I know you don't play.
Bro, listen, them young people I treat as my own, and I take it personal. If a social worker, if a semi-independent, or even it could be like another mentor.
They ain't stepping up.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You need to, listen, you need to help see me now, you know.
You have to, innit? Because what's the point of coming into this role if you ain't got the passion?
Yeah, if you ain't got the passion.
Yeah, I'm saying, if you ain't got the passion, you need to leave, innit?
Yeah. But listen, people them...
Hey, guys, listen, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed this episode today, you know?
No,
I did it today, you know?
Communication.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, guys. Communication,
You have to, man.
Yeah, guys, listen, we need to try and get better at communicating, yeah? So just make sure, guys, make sure...
Making man get hot and everything, man.
No, it's true, but listen, just make sure, guys, you communicate... and as Rob said, innit, you're there for the young, every single multi-agency professional. You're an advocate for the young person, your children, the families. You're there for them. So make sure you speak, make sure you communicate, make sure you update people. Because as I said, and I said it earlier, one thing about serious case review, poor information sharing and poor communication leads to serious cases because there's gaps, because not everybody knows what's going on. Or key information is not shared. Telling you.
Yeah.
But guys, you know the thing already.
You know already, man.
You like, subscribe, and share. And listen,
the thing already.
we'll see you soon.
Peace.
Peace.